And finally now, our speaker on this list, we have Vanessa Lopez, who is from the Opera program. Vanessa, thank you for joining us. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon. First of all, thank you for your invitation. I have to admit that it wasn't easy to accept this invitation. For someone who didn't have much practice in English like me, sharing my experience in English is really challenging. It is an honor to be able to represent my community, to represent Young Roma and the Opera program that welcomed me so well. My name is Vanessa Lopes. I'm a young Roma woman, and I'm currently in my final year of a communication science degree. I come from a traditional family which follows all Roma traditions. I have 5 siblings in my family, and I was the only one who continued with studies and entered higher education. Initially, I was not supported by my family. It took some time before they accepted my decision. I was attending the first year of my degree and already doing presentations at schools on my initiative. I went to elementary schools and talked about dreams and occasions. My focus was on the Roma girls. I told my testimony, hoping to motivate young people and show that it is possible to be Roma and to dream. That is possible to be a Roma and have an education, to have a job and a career. The pandemic has made this work difficult, but I hope I will be able to do it again. It was in one of those sessions that I got to know the Opera program. From that moment on, I applied and became part of this great family. The Opera program is an initiative promoted by the High Commission for Migrations and implemented in collaborations with the Roma Association Letras Nómadas. It aims to combat school dropout and support young Roma who want to enter higher education studies. When my family understood that there were more people in the same condition as me, that is, there are other studies, people Roma, they in a way started to accept my choice better. After this, there was a change of mentality in my family. Until then, I thought I was alone on this difficult path, but at the moment I discovered that there were other people like me. Before I felt like an outsider for wanting and doing different things, for I knew the people in my community didn't think like that. When I found the opportunity to participate in Opera program, I discovered that I wasn't alone and that after all I was not an alien. My fears were will I lose my identity if I study? Will I offend my community? Finally, I found people who shared the same culture, but who also shared something more than that, the will to learn, to grow in knowledge, and to have ambitions. At the moment, I realized that there were more people fighting for the same cause and that together we were stronger. Education is one of the most fundamental pillars for the inclusion of the Roma people. We can overcome obstacles through knowledge and through better and more qualified jobs. I am finishing my degree and as far as I know, I could be the first Roma journalist in Portugal. This is important for Roma communities. This is important for Roma girls and boys in early childhood and in the first school levels. But this is also important to change the way media communicates and promotes or attacks equality and cultural diversity in our societies. Let me tell you that in 2019, one of the most read and shared online news was a lawyer and Roma woman, a face of times that are changing. This article had 1,500,000 views. And it was so important to break down stereotypes and discriminations against Portuguese Roma people. But what we really want is that in the future, this kind of information is no longer interesting because it will be a common reality. Therefore, education is really important for Roma communities, but the university and school staff also require new approaches, skills, and training to welcome Roma students and families. It is important to teach about the history, background of Roma people in schools, and it is necessary to have representatives of Roma people in the several spheres of society. This way, we will be contributing towards the inclusion of the Roma communities. My challenge for all of you, without exception, is that you plant seeds today so that in the future we can have a beautiful fruit tree. I am the fruit of the hard work of many brave people. I'm a living proof that it is worth insisting and never giving up. I thank you very much for your time and for the opportunity to be a voice for the voiceless. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. And from one journalist to another, bravo. And may I say, your English is very, very good indeed. No problems there. But thank you. And indeed, thank you to our MEP speakers. I'm going to hand back now to Anna, who will be telling us about the questions that we're no doubt receiving online for the other Anna and for Yanis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jen. Indeed, we are receiving many questions. And may I also say thank you so much, Vanessa, from one Roma woman to another. This is truly empowering and just beautiful to hear you speak. So congratulations, and we keep fingers crossed for you and your whole family and your community in Portugal. This is really great.
Taiko agora o palutno manur so del dumasi Vanessa Lopez. Καταρ όπρε Ρώμα πρόγραμμα, Βανέσα, να είστε και avila να μένσα si tu te vorba. Bachtaloce, sanglunimasta, na istu menga tu mari invitația, si te acceptuiv că nas okeste acceptuiv ca doa caripe, sos că nema bari practica de anglizitsko ci te pena la muridea, quando si maghețura pares. Si ma honoro te reprezentim ro comuniteta, ta opre programo. Mora navsi Vanessa Lopez se terni Romni, ta acana se mando palutno berș pe studia pa comunicația. Ava vandec tradițional no familia, sa ven cre pe pasaie romane tradiție. Si ma panș pe a pralan de familia, ta numai mei exemas ca gelas mai dure studiența, ta gelas avri o prean de uci educația. La secția vrama mure familia că te acceptin mic decizie te del ma suporto. Angluno perș le studiaco. Chiedem prezentația de școli an palamuri inițiativa geleman de primar no școla te dem duma pa suneta educația muro focusul sa pe romane sheia pendem muri opinia te da motivație ternen te sicavav că shai te aves rom te dice suno e si shai te aves rom te jas pe studii te avel te buci e cariera. E pandemia chiar da asta avel ca de buci pari, ale fama cam birivte chiar cu do pale. E canta ca codola sesie shundem pa opre programo, anta codo momento chiar de aplicația ta reslem ta va vrig anta ca di bari familia. Opre programo si e inițiativa vazdinica ta roucho comisionare anda migrația ta implementime ande cooperația către România Asociația Letras Nomadas. O cilo si te pagrel codo că te muchene școla, te del suportul eterne romente giana ande uci educația. Ca na mari familia ha certască mai si mai but ante ca de situație sarmande. Dacă si vi aver Roma să vegeam pe studii, atunci startaste ha chiar rente te acceptuin moralul saripe mai feder. Pala cosa te paruvel pe mentalitatea unde muri familia. Gi atunci gândivas că numa mei exem corcoro pe cado harodrom ala în momentul că anadiclem că mai sima nuș sarmande hacerdem sariec manuș avral sa vocamelte chiar vare so sus că jangle mure manuș în muri comunitatea cam gândim cade. Canara clemo și aipete participiv ando opre proiecto araclema vrică ni se mascor coro te pala codo te cisimas pa Marto pa aver planeta te ravas que hasaramuro identitetul degeaba pe studie que ducavava muri comunitatea numai araclema nușen sa vesile saco de cultură camente sichon te baron te janel mai but te sile ambiție. În momentul când hackerdem că si mai bud manușa să avem marem pe anda saco de la țilura te că tanes măzuralesa. Educația si iec anda mai fundamental no riganda incluzia le romenghi. Șaite pagrase drom e baranda drom per dal gianipe aracas buci. Agorisaramu școlata sarmeso genau fama cam aveva angluni romani jurnalist ca ando Portugalo. Codos importando anda romane comunitetura anda romane shea tai shave ande terne bersha kana shavorasi ande primar no școla canasi. Ale si important no te paruvem pe te vaze pe te sicharel pe pa cultura ta diversiteto ande societeta mari. Ando 2010 perș e când mai ginado lil penenas pa articolosas Igmiata eftașela manuș ghinadeles, că să se rom, ca să avocato. Si važno te pagrel pe stereotipuri te discriminație susi contra le romeni ando Portugal. Soamen ce masa camasi că ando avut ni pe, ca să avea informația te n-am mai avel interesant, no sos că cam avel vareso normal, no, ando realiteto. Anda cu do educația si but important, no, anda romani comuniteta, ale universiteto te manușa să chiarem buci pe universitatea de școală, si te avele treningo ca să vote sicion, te chiarem bucile romența. Si important no te sicharel pe pa historia le romenia de școală, te si važno te avem reprezentativele romenia de verver sferele societatea che ca do felo șaite jutis pașe care incluzia catare romenchi comunitatea. I guess plantin ca să ave cașta, te și avea la menșucar cașta, so dena me fructe. Me gândiv că si mișto, te jas mai dur, te insisti să te namu casa menais, tu me tu mare vrama, ta anda așa ipe, te avav e glaso, anda codolasa, venailen glaso, nais tu menge. Nais tu che Vanessa, che avilana mensa, tai cio englezit cosi but șucar. Nice savorenge. E Ana campanella menge pa pucimata sa va vila menge online. Nice to ke.
Thank you, Jen. Indeed,
Nice to ke, Jen.
and may I also say thank you so
Siamo in but pucimata, tai vime cam te penam nice to ke, Vanessa.